in the University of Vavunian, and I'm so glad that I've got this opportunity to meet all of you here today. What do you expect from my talk today? Well, they explained that I am an educational psychologist from India, one of the first to get a doctorate in educational psychology, but my parents are not educated. They got a chance to go to school, but they did not get an opportunity to go to university. So all of that guidance that I have got in life was from my teachers. I should say even now it's from my teachers, because even now my teachers, when they see my interviews on television, on YouTube channels, you go and Google Dr. Saranya Jayakumar, there are at least 500 interviews on the internet. 500, I have more than 2,500 stage programs, but I still have my physics teacher from school who calls me to say, Sharanya, you should have held your sari like this when you spoke. You understand? A teacher is always a teacher, yes or no? And they're such loving human beings. What I am today, because of the wonderful teachers that I had in life, I always told wherever I went, I did not get a chance to go to tuition classes because I could not afford that. I was always interested in dance. I could not learn Bharatanatyam, which is one of the very famous dance forms in Tamil Nadu, because it was supposed to be a very expensive class after school. I could not afford to go to Bharatanatyam classes. So all that I got from my childhood is only school and school alone. And I was born with a cleft lip. You know what a cleft lip is? They also say hair clip. So hair lip. So one upper portion of the lip is split apart when I was born. And then all my family members were very upset, it seems. They said, "Ayo, girl, baby, born like this. How will we give her education? How will we get her married?" And later when I grew up, I got 2 surgeries done to correct the cleft lip. One, Dr. Balaji from Chennai, who did the surgery free of cost for us because I did not afford that surgery back then. But because I used to study very, very well, that doctor came forward to do that surgery free of cost for me because my father requested. All that I got in life, children, is because of my good marks. That's all. What else got me? If I'd gone and told people, "Hello everybody, I'm very poor, can you help me?" I don't think people would have helped me. People helped me because some fire was there within me to say, "Hey, do something in life. Otherwise your life will become a waste." If you're born to uneducated parents, if you're born to parents who did not have that wonderful opportunity to study, it's not your fault, it's not even their fault. But if you die without education, despite having such lovely universities and schools in your locality, and now there is no war also, so all of these opportunities are there and you still don't make use of those opportunities, then you are a loser. Yes or no? Yes, so making use of the opportunities is something very, very important, but in the process of grabbing these opportunities, what comes with these opportunities are also distractions, bad friendship, unnecessary relationship, bad habits. Yes or no? Yes. I also had all of this when I was a little girl. All of this. I will never say India doesn't have all this. Yes, there are people who use drugs there also. There are girls who smoke, girls who drink. I might sound very bad by telling why should girls not drink, but there is a biological reason for that which I will explain later. But otherwise, I also had all the opportunities to do all of that. Because when I finished school, I was the school topper. I got 98% in my class 12, which is now the A-level exam for y'all. Yes, I was 98% school topper. When people called my father and said, "Oh my God, your daughter is studying so much," that's when he really realized I completed school. Until then, Appa doesn't even know that I'm going to complete school. Every time somebody calls Appa and say, "Hello, what is Sharanya studying?" He says, "1 minute. What are you studying, ma?" "College. Ah, college, college." "Which class? Ah, which class?" That's how it was. There was nobody at home to ask me even if I was studying properly, but it was something within me that said, I think the universe also helped me by telling, "Sharanya, do something in life. You are born for a reason. You cannot go a waste. You cannot live only for yourself. Do something so great that you give back to the society, give back to the country, and now outside my country also." Yeah. So when I finished 12th standard, I got free seat in an engineering college. How many of your IT students? Raise your hands. IT students, raise your hands. Raise your hands, raise your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was also an IT student. I did B.Tech IT at St. Joseph's College of Engineering, Chennai. 4 years. I studied in scholarship because I was one of the class toppers. Was also a university topper. All 4 years I studied in scholarship only, and after that I got placed in Tata Consultancy Services, which is a software company, the best in India. And all of the freshers back then in 2008 had a salary, a starting salary of 32,000 rupees per month. For me, I wanted more. I was never happy with ordinary. My life has always been extraordinary. From being born a cleft lip to the poverty that I faced, to all the facilities that I got later in life because of my performance, my life was always extraordinary. So this ordinary 32,000 did not make me happy. I cleared 11 exams to get into the research department of Tata Consultancy Services, which is given only to people with minimum 15 years experience. Me and another friend of mine, two of us, only got into the research department, and we entered with a salary of 75,000 rupees per month back then, which was very, 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 very high. And then I worked very well. See, I was a performer wherever I am. Whatever came to me, I will make use of the opportunity, full usage of that opportunity. If they gave me 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock to work, I would work 8 to 5. There were friends of mine who used to take tea breaks, smoking breaks, who used to go out for 1 hour. Lunch break was always 1 hour, but there are people who went out on lunch breaks for 1.5 hours. But for me, everything was on the dot. 1 hour lunch break, 1 hour lunch break. I was very, very workaholic. I was in my seat at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm out of my seat at 5 o'clock. I cannot work after 5 o'clock. My salary is for 8 to 5. Because I have to go back home, I have to be with my family. Because anytime soon my family is going to get me married. I can't waste this time. I'll have to be with my family. So I will work 8 to 5, and I will finish my work in that time. Girls, I'll tell you, in my own office, there were few girls who did not know coding, who were not good at coding at all. So what would they do? They would smile and make friends with the other employees there just so that they can give their work to them. Do you understand? And then these poor men also will do all those works. "Hey, please, can you finish this coding for me? Yeah." And the yeah, they will do everything. Yeah, see, I have two men sitting in the front and showing their teeth. Yes. There are a lot of women like that. See, girls, this minute I want to tell you something. I've been working from 21 years of my age, and today I am 36 years old. I'm working for almost 15 years. In all of these 15 years, there is not one man in my life who has misbehaved with me. No, not at all. All the men in my life, all the men I have worked with have respected me, because I think I have maintained that distance and I have given them that respect, and my relationship with them has always been very, very professional. I do not cross my professional line with anybody. Anybody. I have other women, my friends, who say, hey, don't talk to this police officer. Yeah, he's a madri, not very nice person. He'll simply smile at you and laugh at you and send you these messages. Girls, I'll tell you, no. No, no, no. Not one man in my life has misbehaved with me like that. I've never been rude to anybody because there was never a necessity also. You understand? When there is intellect, when there is intelligence, men will respect you. When there is no intelligence, you will have to step down to smile and get things done, and that's where you will fail, and that's where you will start failing. Understand? Understand? And now, after I started working in TCS, I worked for about 9 months. I was one of the best employees. I got the Best Employee Award for the year 2009 in TCS. And when I came home with the award, next day was a Saturday. And Saturday, when I was at home with my family, there were 2 Jaguar cars that came to my house. A lot of people with nice pattasari getting down, with nice big plates, with all the fruits and sari and everything coming. Why are they coming to my house? Why are they coming to my house? Why are you all only laughing? Marriage was for me, not for you. Tell me, why did they come? Yeah. உங்கள் பாஷையில் சொன்னா பொம்பளை பார்க்கறதுக்கு. Yeah, that's what they told me in one school. Yeah, in Tamil Nadu we say பொண்ணு பார்க்கறதுக்கு. Yeah. So they came to ask my hand for their grandson. And who are the people who came? The owners of my college. I studied in a private university. St. Joseph's College belongs to the Satyabama group. Satyabama is run by Mr. JPR and family. He was the right hand to Mr. MGR, a very, very influential person. Their family have 11 engineering colleges and 11 industries, one of the most influential families in my country. They come to ask my hand for their grandson. He was so excited. Yes, I was so happy because any girl will be happy, isn't it? But their condition was that I quit my job because there were 12,000 employees in their group already, and they thought it would not be appropriate for the daughter-in-law in the family to go and work outside. So their condition was that. What do you think I said? My father just looked at me and said, it's your decision. You decide and tell me. What do you think I said? What is the answer? What do you think I said? How many of you think I said yes? How many of you think I said no? As I always told you, my life has always been extraordinary. My decisions have always been extraordinary. I cannot think like an ordinary human being. I looked outside my window. My appa has one scooty and one little Maruti Zen car. These people came in 2 Jaguars. And then they came with beautiful saris. And I'm one sari paitiyam. I really like saris. From childhood, I really like, you see, I like all this. From childhood, I've been like that, okay? Because we could not afford gold jewelry. I always like this matching jewelry that I used to buy in temple carnivals. Yeah, I really like that. And then these people came up with beautiful saris, and when they asked for my hand, I said, job and all later I'll see, no problem. Just get me married, I will go. I will be happy. My father said, think twice. Can you really do this? Because you've always been very, very enterprising. Do you think you can do this? I said, yeah, I can do this. Straight I went to my HR. Next Monday I went to my HR. Friday only I got Best Employee Award, okay? Monday I went to my HR. I said, I am resigning. Then they said, why are you resigning? What is wrong with you? No, I'm getting married. You come to my college for placements. That time I will see you. So I'm resigning. For some reason, See, although I was extremely good at coding, I am still very good at coding. Java is my strength. I am very good at Java programming. I am still very good at it. Although I'm a psychologist, you give me any algorithm, any program, nobody can program like me. I am very good at it. But for some reason, that job did not make me happy because I was always a people's person. Even in school, I found happiness in teaching my friends. I found happiness in gathering everybody and sitting and telling my life stories. Now, God has made that my profession. I was always like that. So, when they said quit the job, I thought God will give me different opportunities. It's okay. Life is very big. I will do something later, but for now, let me get married. Also, that I don't want to be an extra baggage in my house. I don't know if I'll get this offer later on in life. It's also a very big respect for my father, isn't it? Getting their daughter married into this big family. At least that happiness I can give my father. So I got married into that family, and after I got married, ma, so many cars, big house, so many servants, daily one sari I can wear. Nice life, but I am bored. It did not make me happy. I did not find anything there happy. I was very, very bored because I was always studying, I was always working, I was always having challenges in life, and I liked those challenges. For some reason, when everything is nice and green around you, you think something is wrong, no? Why I don't have problems in life? So then what I decided, okay, let me become pregnant. At least let me do something. I'll have a baby and then I'll give birth and then let me take. Because I'm not able to cook properly also. The cook there, the chef there is cooking better than me. So that was also not possible. So the best thing is to give birth. After I gave birth to my daughter, 6 months to 8 months I was taking care of her, and then that is also boring for me. Boring. Because I was constantly working. I was a working professional. I found that also boring. So then I went and met my husband's grandfather. And I said, Ayya, very, very boring my life is. I can't do this. And then he told me one thing that day. He said, I really thought you were happy being a housewife. But why I chose you is not to make you a housewife. We don't want you to work for a salary anywhere, but do something larger than life that the world will look at you and appreciate you. Study more. Your UG degree is not sufficient. Do not study in our colleges. We have 11 colleges. Do something else outside that nobody in the family has done. Because my husband's family, everybody is doctorate. Because we run institutions, there need to be a doctorate degree to be the director of the institution. So my mother-in-law, father-in-law, mother-in-law's sisters, my father-in-law's brother, everybody doctorate. So for some reason I felt I am not educated enough in that family. So I need to do something more. I did my MSc psychology after that at Madras University, 2 years, and then University of Essex, London, diploma in education. Because when I was working in TCS, I did a project for automation of school books and education system for the government of Assam and Bihar, which was a TCS project. And when I was in that project, the research project, I understood that there is something called educational psychology. But there are no educational psychologists in India. Then later on, when I chose to study something, I went in search for who is the educational psychologist here. And then I found two people, Dr. Santanam from Chennai and Dr. O.P. Sharma from Delhi. They were very old, very mature, very experienced psychologists. I was the owner of one of the colleges. When I went into the college, 2,000 people will salute. But when I go to my teacher's house, he'll say, stand outside, ma, I'll call you. If any day I had thought, why is he treating me like this? I would never have learnt. Yeah? So every time he said, come back later to tell me why you want to do this. After 1 year, he accepted me as a student. And then I started my doctorate study in the University of Rajasthan, Jaipur. 7 long years I studied doctorate in educational psychology, and I was one of a kind in the whole of my country. I'm not bothered if I'm the first woman or not. But definitely, I'm one of the 7 educational psychologists in my country, and then I got trained at the largest hospital in Delhi, AIMS, and then I was trained in child rights by the Prime Minister's office at New Delhi. Have you all heard of Human Rights Commission? Yes. Similarly, there is something called Child Rights Commission. But children, you have to understand, in all of these commissions, only very old, mature people will be there. Retired judges, retired IPS, IAS officers, administrative officers, retired collectors. Only they will be there in these large roles. But I was only 32 years when they gave me that very large position only because of my education. Yes, and not just that, I was and I am still very active on social media. Social media is my strength. There are a lot of people who say, don't use the phone, don't waste time. I would also say the same thing, but I would never say, don't use social media. We are living in a world where we have to live with IT. How many of you are IT professionals already? You all are here. How can we live without IT? We cannot. But we cannot abuse our usage. You know what it means by abuse? I am doing unnecessary things continuously. I am not making use of it properly. No proper use of social media. Only waste. Always making TikTok reels. Always watching TikTok reels of others. Watching YouTube videos of useless people who only make memes and trolls and all false information. Waste of your time, isn't it, children? The internet is very beautiful. It's equal to a 10,000 libraries. 20 years back, if you had lived in Vavonia and you said, I don't have resources, my library does not have enough books, I would feel sorry for you. But today, if you come and tell me, I live in this place, I don't have enough resources, sorry. You live in the world of internet. You have everything inside this phone. Anything that you search for, you will get on this phone. How many of you are aware of that? How many of you make use of that? That is very important. Until 10 years of my age, not one word of English, one sentence of English I could speak properly because my parents don't speak English. They speak Tamil. If I went and told daddy to my father, he would slap me. I was always asked to say only Appan sollu. Enna daddy dodi. I was never allowed to say mummy. Mummy kadiyadhu, nommi kadiyadhu. Amman sollu. Yeah, that's how I was brought up. No going to birthday parties. No movies. There is a TV at home, but you cannot watch. You are born to study and you only study. This was how I was brought up. So for some reason, even today, when I go on the internet, I only search and learn. And that really helped me in life. See, today is my 7th or 8th program in Sri Lanka. I don't have notes with me. I don't follow slides. It's all there in my head. And Sachidanandam sir knows all 7 places I've given different speeches. I don't follow notes. I don't have to repeat what I'm saying. I don't need to follow notes because it's there in my head. Because I was born in the 90s and I can remember things. But today, children, your problem is you're very exposed to the very fast, flashy, noisy screen entertainment which has actually reduced your memory retention. There was a time when people used to remember what they study even in the last day of the exam. Many of our parents were like that. They wouldn't study every day. They won't study every day. But before the exam, just one day before the exam, they would study everything together and they would remember that during the exam also. In the answer script, they would write everything. But today, children, that is just not possible. You are not able to remember what you studied one day before the exam. So what you need to do, you only have to study every day. That is your only option. Yes or no? One lesson learnt. Second lesson. Can I ask somebody to get up and tell me what your goal is? Can I ask that girl with white dupatta? What do you call dupatta? Yes. Please stand up. Come here to the stage, darling. Come. This is not punishment, opportunity. Okay, come. In the year 2030, where will you be and what will you be doing?
I got a good job.
You will get a good job. What job is that?
Lecturer.
Lecturer job in which university? Tell me, what is your dream? I want to work as a lecturer in which university? This is not a nice university to work, is it? Takana, you should say this only, no? Huh? Sir, is this a nice place to work? Sort of. Yes, of course. But you don't want to work here. Are you okay? Where else do you want to work? Tell me, darling. Huh? Tell me. You have anything in mind? You've not thought of it before? No? No? Anyway, give a big hand. Give a big hand for her. Good. Thank you. Children raise their hands and say, how many of you want to become doctor? How many of you want to become teacher? How many of you want to become lawyer and all of that? But then when I ask them, what are you going to do to become a doctor? How will you become a doctor? What is your plan? They don't know. There is a wonderful English saying, you all have goals. A goal without a plan will only be a dream. I repeat, a goal without a plan will only be a dream. We all have dreams. Dreams of working, dreams of building a house, dreams of buying a BMW, dreams of going and settling in Canada. Yes, we all have dreams. But when we don't have a plan to achieve that goal will only be a dream, and it will be a dream only forever and ever and ever. And that is not all that is sufficient for achieving that goal. In your plan, what are you doing today? If you're not doing today anything to achieve that goal, your goal is going to be pushed off by just one more day. Yes or no? So that way, one more boy from here, get up and tell me, what is your goal? See, children, if you do not have goals, please make your goal today. Dr. Sharanya Jaykumar came to University of Vavonia to ensure that every child has a goal and every child has a plan to achieve that goal. You understand? Can I ask somebody? That boy with nice sky blue t-shirt. Last corner. Get up. Student, teacher. Yes. Come here. Fast. Looks like he's the hero. Everybody's clapping for him. Give big hand for him. Come on. Hassan will now in the mic tell to everybody what is his goal in life and what is his plan to achieve that goal.
Hello everyone. I think one of the most goal setting in our life.
Breathe. இங்க ஒரு counseling session நடக்கு. Breathe ma. Breathe. Yeah. Now.
Congratulations to our university. But every goals and students.
Breathe. நீ என்னவா அப்படின்னு சொல்லுங்க. I'll help you. Okay, can we all together help make a goal and a plan for Hassan? Yes? Yes? Can we all help? Okay. What do you want to become in life? What are you studying? Business management. So you want to become a businessman? You want to become a businessman. What do you want to do? You want to be in the product business or the service business? Product business. What product would you like to sell? Okay, he wants to import some things and sell in Sri Lanka, and he wants to become an importer and marketer. Yes, importing and marketing in Sri Lanka. Yes or no? Yes or no? And you want to do this business. For becoming an import businessman, only your degree is enough? Poduma? No. So what else do you need? Skills. What skills do you need to develop? Correct. See, he says, I need to talk to one person from the customs to understand the import laws and to understand how I can bring things here. Children, please understand the easiest way to achieve, breathe. The easiest way to achieve your goal, I'm repeating, the easiest way to achieve your goal is to go and meet that person who has already, see, there are a lot of people who use TikTok for business. Yes or no? Yes, and there are a lot of others who waste their time on TikTok. That is why I'm telling TikTok is not always wrong. It all depends on how we use it. I am very active on Instagram. I have about 215k followers on Instagram. And all of these patients are and all of these followers, sometimes they become my patients. Sometimes they invite me to their college or school to give talks. For me, that is work. That is business. I don't have time to waste on the internet. So for me, social media is also helpful. See, Hassan, I'll tell you, your goal is correct. And now you have a plan. Yes, you know what to do, how to do. If you know that pathway, then you will be able to achieve what you want to do. See, children tell me, if Hassan goes and meets one import person this week and then next month one more import person and learns from them, isn't it natural that he will definitely become a businessman? Yes or no? Yes or no? But if he does not do anything, he is only sometimes studying, sometimes failing, sometimes not coming to college, then will he become a businessman? No, it's very natural, isn't it? Thank you. Please give a big hand for him. Thank you, thank you. You have accounts on LinkedIn? Very, very good. Please clap for them. Please clap for them. LinkedIn is a very highly professional social media platform where you will get to meet a lot of lovely professionals. Professionals who've done research papers, who have lovely opportunities. I am also on LinkedIn. Every time I need something, I go on LinkedIn. Recently, I started teaching for a foreign medical university. And these people said, take a class, have people teach. I said, why should I do like that? Let me do it online. So I just went on LinkedIn to find out if there is somebody who's already developed a dashboard that I can use. What is a dashboard? A pre-existing online teaching platform, which I can just hire and use. I don't have to spend to create my own platform. So when I went on LinkedIn, I got nearly 6 to 7 options. And then I saw 6 to 7 demos, and from them I selected one person whom I'm working with. I don't have to pay current bill. I don't have to pay rent. I've taught almost close to 600 students now, and I have students from across the world, even from Sri Lanka. I have students who learn psychology from me. They are not psychology students. I have college owners. I have doctorates in other fields. In fact, recently, one lady who sells vegetables, never went to school. She only studied 3rd standard or something. She joined my psychology course and she passed the course to get an American psychology certificate. There is no age bar to study. You can study anytime, anywhere, but you need to study. Children, today you have this identity called student of University of Vavonia. Yes or no? 3 years or 4 years later, what will your identity be? What will your identity be? Tell me. Any 3rd year student here? 3rd year. Blue t-shirt. Get up. Are you a 3rd year student? What are you studying, ma? IT? IT 3rd year. You have one more year or it's over now? One more year, 4 years course. Okay. One more year you have to study. So which is you will study till 2025. Yeah? Which month are your final exams? August. 2025, October, what will your identity be? Come to the stage. Riyazat will tell us now what is your identity? 3rd year student of University of Vavonia. That is your identity, isn't it? Now what will your identity be in 2025 September?
IT intern of income.
IT intern of some company. That you will get if you finish your degree. Yes? Do you study well? Middle? Middle means nanna. Middle means sometimes you feel like studying. Have you passed all your papers so far? Appa, you're a good boy only. Okay. But you will have friends who have arrears, who have not passed. What is it called here? Arrears. So you have a friend who has arrears. What will his identity be in September? Come and tell me. See, the problem with a college student's brain is you cannot foresee what is coming for you if you fail. Only when you start to fail, only when people start to shame you, only when people start to insult you, that's when you tend to react and say, oh my God, I should have studied. But children, I'll say that's too late. Please brace up. Please ensure you make use of the opportunities today. No point crying over spilt milk. Yes or no? There is a wonderful saying that says, once your milk is spilt, no point sitting and crying. It's spilt. It's over. You start to earn your identity today. It's very easy to say, I don't want to do this. I am going to start my own YouTube channel and I am going to earn in millions. It's not easy. Thank you, ma. You can go back. I have a lot of YouTubers in Tamil Nadu who are all my patients. You know why they are my patients? Because they are all 34, 33 years old. They are earning in millions, but they are not getting married. Why they are not getting married? Because very, very unstable income. People don't want to give their girl to such people. Yes or no? If you have a good job with a good salary, they will give their girl. If you don't have a good job, if you're on YouTube today, yes, you're earning, but what will happen to you later? The girl's parents will not give you that job or will not give you the girl. Yes or no? Yes or no? Sometimes it's very easy for you all to think, I will do something in life and I will settle down. You cannot, Amma. You cannot. If you do not make use of the opportunities that's given here today by such lovely faculty here, when you go out of here and then feel bad, they are busy handling your juniors. Yes or no, sir? You can't keep hand holding them forever and ever and ever. But it's very sad. I have 2 patients from Jaffna, addicted to drugs, just finished college. They just don't know what to do in life. Crying all the time, upset all the time. The problem with taking drugs is, the problem with excessive drinking and in fact smoking is, You will become abnormal and the world will know that you're abnormal, but you will not know. You will think you're completely normal. You will think that you're able to study very well. You will think that you're able to perform very well. You will think that you're absolutely normal and the world does not know. But I'm very, very sorry. The world will know. It's very, very easy to identify. In fact, in my 7th program today, not here, but in one of my previous programs, even when I am talking, in my experience, I can look at a face and say if they take drugs or not. That is my experience in this field, and I could identify so many such children in schools and colleges. I am really feeling sorry for them. They just don't realize that their life is going to be a failure. Taking drugs, excessive drinking, excessive smoking is a one-way route. There is no way to come back. These 2 patients that I have from Jaffna, from Yarpanam, one patient I was able to make them come to Chennai. We put that boy in a de-addiction center. We gave him ECT, electroconvulsive therapy, which is a minor shock treatment madri, something like that. And then he was admitted in the hospital for 3 months. After 3 months, the mother took a house there for rent and stayed there for treatment, 6 months treatment, and then now they have returned. Now he is normal. Now he feels sorry. Now he wants to study, but now it's too late. He can go and learn something somewhere and maybe get a skill and get a job. But these days of your life, children, I'll tell you, is never going to come back. Never, never, never going to come back. So you make use of it no matter what. It's very easy to be bad. It's very easy to be spoiled. Get a name that he's a spoiled child is the easiest thing that can happen to your life. But to get a name from your teacher that you are a hardworking, nice child is very difficult despite all the distractions. And that's where my topic is, children must learn to say no. No to unnecessary relationships. No to unnecessary habits. No to all those people who are trying to pull you down in life by telling don't study, don't do this. Well, let's go out somewhere and spend the time and come just before the day of the exam. If you have such friends, cut them out. You don't need such friends. Friendship is for improving your life. Friendship is for you to feel good about your life. Friendship is to help each other. Friendship is to teach each other. There is a hostel here. You all are staying together. So which simply means you take each other's help. We might not get our parents' help, but we can get the help of our friends. But if there are friends, see, competition is there, ma. I don't say it's wrong, okay? There are some friends who might not really share some books, some notes. Yeah, because it's a competitive world. Everybody don't have that heart. But there are a lot of others who really excel by teaching. That has been at least my success story. I was always a topper because I kept teaching my friends again and again and again. There was a teacher who will come and teach one topic and go, and then I'll ask everybody, hey, did you understand? Did you understand? Did you understand? Can I teach again? At some point, my friends would say, Sharanya, shut up, it's irritating. But it's okay. Today, all of those, in fact, when I started work at TCS, see, it's a corporate life. And I was a girl from a very, very strict family. Yes, from this strict family, when I went into this corporate life, everything looked larger than life to me. People go on, these team outings. They have night parties. Everybody will drink and smoke and have a nice time. But for some reason, nothing of that interested me. And I would always say, no, I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't even take tea or coffee. I don't like. I only know to work. And for that one reason, there were so many of my friends who started ignoring me. They said, hey, let's not call Sharanya. We're boring. She will not even drink. Why should she come and sit and look at our faces? Let's not even call her. They stopped calling me to parties. They stopped calling me to pre-wedding parties. Many of them were getting married at that time. They stopped calling me to pre-wedding parties. In fact, many of them did not even wish me for my birthday. I used to feel a little bad back then, but today, about 15 years later, all of these people see what I do on my Facebook account and say, Sharanya, you are something for some reason, and now we realize you were correct. And these are all business owners now, and these are all people who are working in companies. I am invited as Women's Day chief guest, annual day chief guest in all of their companies. They did not invite me for their birthday party, but I am invited as chief guest to their companies. I think that is my success. Don't feel bad that you're losing few friends today because you're saying no. Sometimes it's okay to say no to wrong relationships also. As I always say, a girl's brain grows, develops much faster than a boy's brain. A boy's brain completely develops only when you are 21 years old. That is why the legal marriage age is 21 for boys and 18 for girls. Because girls are mentally mature at 18 years of age, but boys 21. So unnecessary you fall in love with them, you give them false hopes, and then later you realize this boy is not okay. I will get a better opportunity. One better maple will come from Norway. Yes, and then what will, see, isn't it natural that you will compare, ma? See, I won't say girls are bad, but it's very natural, no? This boy is only wasting his time, does not even have a degree. This Norway maple is calling me there. I know a little Bharatanatyam, I can go and have a Bharatanatyam class there, and I can also earn, he can also earn. I can be a very happy girl there. Yes or no? The boys in the room tell me, isn't it natural that they will start to compare? Nobody in this world is Mother Teresa. I will give up my life for him. At some point, no, they will keep telling, don't smoke, don't drink. Why are you drinking like this? At one point, they'll say, super ma, drink and get lost from my life. I am not there for you. Yes or no? Nobody is ready to give up their life for your life. Everybody is very, very selfish today. For everybody, who is the most important person in the world? Me. Yes or no? Yes or no? Do you care for your parents? Do you care for your friends? I can help. First, I will help myself. Then I will help my friend. Do you really care for your teachers? Yes. But do you care for them more than you care for yourself? No. Who is the most important person in the world for us? Self. You love yourself first. And then only we will love anybody else outside. It's not very important to love anybody else outside. Maybe Amma will love us. Mother's love is unconditional. Sometimes there are days they don't eat properly. There is only little chicken fry at home. They'll say, you eat. Parvala, you eat. I will eat later. Yes or no? But we cannot be selfless. In fact, in the coming days, none of us will also be selfless mothers. I work 25 days a month outside India, outside Chennai. I travel across my country. I travel to different parts of the world because I'm invited by the Tamil Sangams across the world to give such speeches everywhere. I get to spend only like 5 to 6 days with my daughters at home. If anybody asks me, am I guilty? I am not. Because I'm reaching out to a better world here, and my daughters are being taken care of by my extended family, my joint family, and I'm forever thankful to them for helping me, because what I should have done by staying at home, they do by staying at home, my Anni, my brother's wife. I'm thankful to them and I let them do that job. There are a lot of people who come back to me and say, you're a mother, you're a woman, you need to take care of your children. I think I'm born for a larger reason. And I'm so thankful to my husband also who understands this. In fact, after 20, I got married when I was 21. So all of my post-graduation and my doctorate was funded by my husband only. He paid for my education. It's because of him that I am here today. When I used to handle these child rights cases, some cases are very extraordinary. They're very risky. I get threats from people who say, we'll murder you, we'll kill you, we'll throw acid on you. Please leave this case. It's none of your business to put your nose in this. But I was a government official and a very, very straightforward one. I was not corrupt and I'm still not corrupt. And then sometimes, no, I think, okay, I think I should leave this guy. Then my husband walks up and says, Sharanya, no, don't leave him. You did not study for this. You studied to help the children in the society, and then please do this work. There are other people to do the other things at home. My family does not expect me to cook every day. My family does not expect me to wash the clothes or vessels every day. But my husband definitely expects me to do some difference to the society, even today, even yesterday. Every time I go to a university or a school, I speak, I come back, he says, how did it go? Tell me, did you make a change in their life? And I'm forever thankful to God for giving me such a huge support. Without such wonderful men like my father and my husband, I am nowhere. I can never have that air about myself to say, hey, I've studied. It's because of my education that I'm getting these opportunities. No. It's because they let me work. It's because they motivated me. As long as I am thankful to them for this, I will keep getting opportunities. That's the last lesson you will learn today. Wherever you go in life, be thankful to the people who are supporting you. Can be teachers, can be family members. Don't take anything for granted, ma. Sometimes there are people who come to the university, who drop you here, who take you back from here. Yes or no? Family members. It's none of their business. They can even stop doing that. But why are they doing that? Any day do we go up to our parents and say, thank you, you're doing this for us? Please learn to say, please, sorry, and thank you. 3 golden words in life. Amma is cooking every day for you. Please walk up to her and say thank you. Your teachers are teaching for you. Yes, it is their job. It's their profession. But it doesn't harm, isn't it, to go and say, thank you, sir. It's because of you that I'm learning something today. In fact, that will give them such a great moral boost. But we don't do that. Sometimes when we make mistakes and we get caught, we argue. It's easier to say, sorry, it's my fault, I won't do it hereafter. It is. Stop arguing, that's very, very important. My last question today will be, are men and women the same? No? Sir says no. Anybody else who has anything to say? Are men and women the same? Ennamma? Same போல தான் தெரியும். Yeah? Men and women are the same? Okay. Men and women are not same? What is your opinion? Can I ask the girl in white shirt and blue jeans? Yes. Girl in white shirt and blue jeans. Can you please get up and tell me, are men and women the same? They are the same. How many of you say yes like her? Raise your hand. 1, 2, 3. Okay. How many of you say no? Man and women are not the same. There's a larger group that says no. Thank you so much to the University of Vavuniya for giving me this lovely opportunity to speak to the children. Thank you so much for listening to me patiently. I don't know how long I was speaking, but anyway, thank you. Thank you so much for listening to me patiently. How long, sir? 1 hour and 30 minutes? 1 hour and 30 minutes? Give a big hand to me.